When you first started, did you wonder which bottle should I be trying? Well, I'm going to give you my top 10 bottles under $100. I think these are all good bottles to have on your shelves to start with. Things that are good sippers, things that are good mixers, and just things that I just enjoy. And any one of these on my list can easily be one of my daily sippers. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez, and I'm going to be giving you my top 10 bourbons that you should have on your shelves for under $100. These are going to be a great range to look at. Things that are easy sippers, things that you can just have as a daily sipper, things that I use sometimes as a daily sipper. Sometimes you can use it as a cocktail, sometimes you can have it neat. If you prefer it with a nice, drink it the way you like it. But this is going to be my top 10 recommendations. Now, I'm going to do these in no particular order, so I'm not doing it from 10 to 1. I'm just grabbing them and talking a little bit about each one. So let's get started. This first one came out this year. It's Wild Turkey 70th anniversary. Now, it's a 1-year thing, but when I understand, somebody told me that they're going to actually make this into a regular. It's just not going to be the 70th anniversary. It's going to be an 8-year statement on it. We'll see if that comes true. We'll find out here in 2025. But this is a great one to have. It comes in at 101 proof, so it's a little bit nice and has a little bit of proof on it. Easy as a sipper, has a lot of good flavor with that 8 years age. And if you want, not so pricey that you can't mix in a cocktail. A little bit pricier than others, but does make a hell of an old fashioned. Next, my old reliable and favorite, Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Yep, Woodford. So this one is a pick, but it doesn't have to be a pick. Just go get one off the shelf. I'm giving you ones that are going to be on the shelves every day for every liquor store you go in, right? This is a great one to pick up. I started my old fashions with this. I still go back to it every once in a while. Somebody recently asked me, this is always on my list when somebody's asking me what should they try, right? He texted me back a few days later that he's like, Doc, I hate you because I really like that one. I'm sipping on it every night and I'm already halfway through my bottle. So I told him, welcome to the whiskey rabbit hole. Thanks for joining me, right? Next, Old Forester 1920. Now there's 1910 and 1920. People go between those two. I'm going with this one because it's a little bit higher proof. So if you want, you can sip on it. If you want to put an ice in it, if you're new and you're not used to that heat yet, put an ice in it. It's on the shelves everywhere, not very expensive, great for cocktails as well. That higher proof is going to stand up in that cocktail and you're going to be able to taste that whiskey as well. Next is from Bardstown. Now, Bardstown Distillery, if you've ever visited, is a great distillery to visit. They have a great kitchen. Like the restaurant there is amazing. They have nice facilities. And they have a bar that doesn't just have Bardstown, it has everything else in it. Most other places you go to, if they have a bar, it's going to be only their product. They've taken it to another level. But this one, their Origin Series, they have multiple different Origin Series, but this one has been my favorite for the last few years of the Origin Series. The Bottled in Bond, great daily sipper. It's a great way to warm up your palate. It's 100 proof, being bottled in bond, and it has a nice taste to it, not overpowering, and just hits that palate just right for me. This is definitely one that I recommend having on your shelves. You can't have one without at least having one Russell's on your shelf. Now, I had forgotten about this. I had kind of gone away from it. And then I was at an event and that's what they had serving there. And I said, well, let me get a pour of that. I wanted to pour a whiskey and I had it and I forgot. It reminded me how good this is. So for a 10-year statement, it's like a $60 bottle. Great $60 bottle. Great, all these have such nice flavors. Good, look at that darkness in there. This is an amazing bottle. So this is one of those that is, again, easy sipper, great for cocktails, not too expensive that you don't mind using it, especially if you want a cocktail that's more whiskey forward that you can actually taste that whiskey. You're going to get a good flavor with this one. Ooh, one of the higher proofs I have on here, Grandad 114, old Grandad. I used to use this a lot in the beginning in a cocktail that I used to like to make. I would put this in there, about 8 dashes of Angostura bitters, squeeze a lemon in there, and then fill up the rest of that, well, have ice in there, of course, and then fill up the rest of that glass with some ginger ale. Wow. It's such a great drink. Sweet, refreshing, perfect, for a summer day, especially here in Texas. And this one just always lived up to it. $30 bottle. People were afraid that it was going away. And when I was at the distillery, I did ask. They said, no, there's no such thing. So I still see them everywhere. I see them on the shelves everywhere right now. I know sometimes they fluctuate where you can't find them, but for the most part, you can find them almost anywhere. Great $30 bottle. Another inexpensive bottle you always see at a store, Early Times. Now, the rumors of the black label, the black tops are a little bit better. I did do a video on that. I don't think I put it out yet, but I did do it and do a comparison, and I need to put that out so I can show you my results. But it's a good sipper. It's good for cocktails, inexpensive. You don't mind using it on friends who like more of a sweet cocktail but wants whiskey in it. You don't mind putting this in their pretty inexpensive bottle. All right, now we're going to start getting to some of my higher proof ones. Still Austin. Now, I love Still Austin, but I like their cask strength. You know, it's about a $70 bottle. You can find it in most stores. And these are just some amazing pours. I'm not even big of a rye guy. This got me to like more ryes. But they both have a bourbon and a rye. Either one I do recommend. So it's a great bottle to have on your shelf. A little bit higher proof. A little bit more flavor to it. Plus, it's a Nancy blend. Nancy does some amazing things. Blue Note Juke Joint. Yep. This one is just such an amazing bottle. Higher proof. About anywhere from, I've seen anywhere from $50 to $60. Usually in that price range. Lots of flavor. Look at that darkness. It's just a good pour. A lot of times when I come home and if I want something that's just a little bit of a nicer, you know, a little bit more proof to it, but not trying to go too expensive for the night, I just want a simple pour. A lot of times this is what I go to. I like this one. It hits my palate right. It stays there. It has that nice long flavors in there. It's just a good pour for the price. Highly recommend it. If you can find it, grab one of these. The last big one on my list is Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye. Yep. I always, if you can, I mean, if you're just starting off, the higher proof doesn't matter. I like to always find them where it's 130 or above. This one's 131.6 proof. These are just, when they came out, phenomenal. Have stayed that way. They've been consistent. I've liked every single one of them I've ever had, every single I've tried. And if I go to a bar and I can't find anything too good on there, but they have one of these, this is the pour I'm going to grab up there. It's great to have at home. Nice sipper. You can't mix with it. I don't think I've done, I'm not sure if I've done an old fashioned with it. I might need to if I haven't. But it's just a great pour for under $100. Highly recommend having this on your shelf. Ding, 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 ding. I got a bonus one for you. And the reason I put this as a bonus is because it's not as easy to find on the shelves as the other ones, but it's becoming more readily available. Eagle Rare. Usually MSRP on this is like $45 to $55. If you can get it for $65, $70, I would say max. But try to get it closer to MSRP. There's enough of it out there that I think you find it more at the price range that you're looking for. And I think this is what got me started into drinking whiskeys neat. It was somebody gave me a pour of this for the first time neat. This is the first time I had a whiskey neat that I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed the flavors, I enjoyed the complexity, and then that made me realize there's a lot more to whiskey than I actually knew at that time. And I'm still learning a lot now, but if you can find this and you can find it at a reasonable price, grab it, keep it on your shelves. Keep an extra one on your shelves, and you'll see why. You'll see why when you get to taste this and just kind of sit down and enjoy it. It's a very good pour. I really enjoy it. Well, here you go. Here are my top 10 whiskeys that if you're a noob and you want to explore and try different things at different price ranges, but yet keep it under $100, starting from $30 up to I think $90 was the most expensive bottle up here. These are the ones I recommend having on your shelves. Good pours. I enjoy. I like to sip on. I like to have in a cocktail. I like to have fun with these. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my selection of the top 10, right? Do you have a favorite that should be on here that I missed? If you do, put in the comments below. If you're a noob and this is helpful, I'm glad I'm able to help you, because when I first started, I just didn't know where to go and I bought everything, and I have so much whiskey on the bottom that I don't drink anymore, right? Because my palate has changed. This allows you to explore different tastes in whiskey. Test that palate, see what you like, and then when you find that, let's say you like this rye, go down that rye rabbit hole. If you like a bourbon, go down that bourbon rabbit hole. If you like double oak, go down that double oak rabbit hole. It's just a good place to start, and I think these are some great bottles for the prices that you should be able to try. Well, my friends, thank you again for joining me on another journey down my whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends, cheers.